Hello, everybody. My name is Cash Corleone. I'd like to welcome you guys to the first episode of Consortium Faces. This week, the spotlight is on Sangstaa, who is an
Uh,
artist and much more. Pleasure to have you on here, Sangstaa.
what's up, my boy Cash? Shout out to
Man,
my brother, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm
we
here to I'm here to talk about whatever we want to talk about because you my brother.
yeah, man. I just want to take the opportunity to spread a little spotlight on you and just what you're doing with your artistry and as yourself, and create some exposure for you.
For sure. I appreciate that. First of all, I appreciate this whole opportunity. You already know.
Of course,
And
happy to have you here.
yeah. First I want y'all listeners to know this is my motherfucking dog. This is my boy. Like we go way back. I support him like I support myself. So y'all just need to know that. So tap in, man. This is a big moment. Even though this is the first episode, this is a big moment right here.
It's a major
I'm
moment.
saying.
Long overdue. I'm surprised we didn't make this happen earlier, but I'm happy to have the
Oh
platform.
God.
Happy to have the platform to do it, man.
Yes, sir.
So,
So,
shit. Let's just jump right into it. First, tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm gonna act like I don't know you already. This is for everyone else. So, I would love for you to tell everyone a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you? And what is your zodiac sign?
cool. I'm a Pisces, you feel me? But I'm a Spices. So I'm a spicy one. You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
sir.
There's a lot of Pisces, but you don't find a lot of Spices. And I'm 26. I was born in 96. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm originally born and raised in South Korea. You know what I'm saying? I moved to North Carolina in 2006 with my folks, with my mom, dad, and my brother. So but I still rep Raleigh just because that's where I learned everything, basically, how to maneuver through life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I'm super Korean too. I'm fluent and bilingual, all that.
Song actually
Yeah.
really got me tapped into Korean barbecue culture. He changed my life and my time in LA. But we'll
Oh,
get
yeah. You already know.
yeah. So the next question, man, is what do you do for a living?
For a living, I am an artist, man. I'm a full time recording artist, producer, engineer. Really do it for myself. But, and I'm a full time Pisces slash hustler, man. I just hustle whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I just like to get to it, man. But really, music is obviously my life. That's what I put my life on the line for.
That's dope, man. And I would like to ask, how did you find that passion, man? At what point did you realize this is really for me and I'm really gonna go hard for it?
Well, music always been in my life. You feel me? My mom's a pianist, so I grew up in Korea, like watching people come through, take lessons from my mom's, like taking piano lessons. My dad always had a guitar. He was in a group called M6 back in the day. It's a small ass group. He actually used to do shows like opening up for SM, which is Suman. He's the owner of BTS, like the big Korean K-pop group. You feel me? So music's always been in my like family, and I just like always been kind of melodic. I used to wake up to classical music because my mom used to just play classical in the mornings and shit, because she's a pianist. So, but when I started taking things seriously is about 21 years old when I was in Wilmington. That's when I first started making my own production beats. Before that, I was rapping. Shout out to my homie OMG is Beezy, Nick Murphy. That's my best friend from Raleigh, North Carolina. He's the one who put me onto the hip hop culture and like just talking about real shit. Like his water wasn't running in the kitchen. He had no hot water, and he like rapped about it in a song, and it was just beautiful. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How you? I'm about to get in that. Like, you
Yeah,
really, you know what I'm saying? So I got inspired by that, and he's the one who really taught me like black culture as far as just his side. So yeah, I'm thankful for him forever.
word, word. With all of that in mind, would you say you aspire to do anything different than what you're doing right now, like in the ideal world?
Um, I wouldn't say different, but I never really chased what's working, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm realistic, but like I always have my own thing I wanted to do because I remember listening to Neo when I was in like seventh grade, looking out the window, listening to Neo, and I'm like, damn. And I'm like thinking about some shorty I like, you feel me? And like my mom's making fun of me, like, how you think you're in a movie?
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah. And I just remember that initial feeling. That's still my feeling now. That's the intention I have before I make any record. I just want somebody to feel what I felt uh, through music. That's my only intent. I don't, yeah. So, but I wouldn't say I'm different. I would just say I'm very good at being me, if that makes sense. You know, um, Like I don't try to do what everybody's doing and shit like that. Obviously, I'm realistic, but I try to do what I want to do every time.
Yeah, it's awesome that you can do that and still create something that other people appreciate so much. Like me personally, I've listened to your tracks on repeat. Like there's definitely a couple of them that I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, I know, I feel it, bro. I'll be
Yeah, that's love.
I might act the shit
That's
out a little
love.
bit, but I'll be feeling it.
Yeah,
I already know.
yeah. Like I would say, I just be mad vulnerable. I can't lie my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very truthful and vulnerable in a way where it feels like it's like certain songs I play for somebody. It feels like I'm showing them my thighs or some shit.
Right? Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
really give them a piece of you. Like
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Like I don't even want to. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like it makes me feel uncomfortable sometimes how personal my shit is. But yeah, that's what keeps me going too. Like now I'm like very addicted to it emotionally. So without it, now I'll probably have no like a good outlet to get my anger and emotions out the same way I would as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, would you say? I guess I want to ask what would you say inspires you?
Honestly, bro, just going back to the hood, going to my family. My parents really inspire me, you know, because they support me emotionally. They've always been so super supportive. When we moved to America, like we weren't like the other Koreans. We didn't have money. We were poor. I mean, obviously, I'm grateful. We were always fortunate, more fortunate than my homies down the block. You know what I'm saying? But less fortunate than my homies up the street, if that makes sense. So I used to feel like I was embarrassed to like get dropped off in my neighborhood and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want people to think I was poor.
Right.
But now all that shit kind of inspires me because I have like pain from that. And just being a Korean American, just being a Korean dude in a place where my culture wasn't like not even known to a lot of people. Like I was the first Asian person that a lot of people have met in my neighborhood and shit like that in North Carolina because it's the South. It's not like LA where there's a K Town and shit like that. You know, it's majority just white and black people. So just being in a different area where I had to like adapt to and maneuver still as myself. That's what inspires me. And honestly, my homies inspire me, bro. Like my homies and just like love, just unconditional love, you feel me, from the homies and the support. That inspires me. And this might sound narcissistic, but I inspire me. No cap.
Yeah, you got to keep yourself going, man. I definitely
Yeah.
respect that. And you kind of touched on
Yeah.
something that I feel like if you're open to it, I'd love to talk about it a bit. But like, what what was it like, or what is it like? I'm sorry, to be a Korean in America, especially one who's artistically inclined and honestly makes better music than people of a lot of colors.
Mm,
That brings a lot.
First of all, thank you for that. Thank you for that compliment. I won't say I'm better than anything or more than or less than anything. I just think I might take it serious in an emotional way.
Your craft is very refined. I think that the best way of putting it. Like I could
Well,
hear
I
it.
appreciate that. It's because it's like this. It's like science. Like you do something every day, and it's something's gonna happen. It's gonna mold into something. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what separates me from anybody I know is that I just kept doing what I want to do. Like, for instance, I produce majority of my shit. I mix all of my stuff. I record myself. So like, I'm very stubborn creatively, like in a good way. I'm always a student to the game. Obviously, I get inspired quick by other people. Like, whoa, you're fucking good, and then I take what I like and put into my shit. But really, like, just like that, like I said, the intention of wanting to make somebody feel something. That's like always gonna get me curious to keep going. You know what I mean? So, but as an American, I mean, as a Korean person, shit, bro, I'm a whole different person than when I was when I moved here. I had 10 years of beautiful life in Korea, you know what I mean? Like where I'm in the countryside where I could go knock on my next door neighbor that I don't even know. And if my parents ain't home, I could be like, yo, can I get some food? And they'll get me food and they'll let me eat. You know what I'm saying? With them without even expecting nothing. Shit like that. I come from like a real giving, compassionate area. Obviously there's shitty people there too, but I didn't really meet shitty people until I got older and moved here low key. I'm not talking shit, but
No,
yeah, yeah, like no cap.
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. but also I'm a Korean from the South. So like in LA, the Koreans in LA look at me kind of like it's hard to kind of get along with majority of them because
Oh, for sure.
hold on, bro, I'm in an interview. Who that is? Oh, my bad. Hold on, I'm in this. My fault. But yeah, so that's Cosmic Shots right there. You know what I'm saying? He do a lot of my visuals.
What up to my
But
guy?
I would say yeah, like just and you know I didn't even know I was Southern until you get out of the state.
And you
You
like
go
that?
somewhere. You come here and they're like, "What the fuck? You country's fuck?" And I'm like, "Damn, I didn't even know I was."
Hell
I'm
yeah,
not really country. I just have like a certain twang because I was always around that type. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
yeah.
And would you say there was ever a time where you were like maybe challenged or treated differently as an artist due to color?
Hell yeah. Especially, oh yeah, bro. Like, but you know what it is? Like, I swear to God, when I was a kid, before BTS and all this like Squid Game and all this shit that brought light to my culture,
Yeah,
I always loved my culture. I used to compare the food. I used to compare our respect and like, and I felt like a lot of our respect comes from like years of generations of myth and like just my last name. I have to carry shit like that, and I feel like a lot of black people in America, their culture was taken from them.
no,
So,
as
and
well.
I was in a neighborhood where it was majority black people, and I could see what they were lacking as far as like, wow, they weren't taught this shit because it was taken from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I always felt like I had something to bring to the table rather than feeling less because I was different. I always felt like I'm the only one that's lit,
yeah.
and I took that as like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of
Awesome.
people my color, though, a lot of other Asians from my city, like they don't really talk much. You know, they got bullied and like of course I had times when motherfuckers tried to bully me and shit. And I always fought back just because I was like, no, I'm not going out. You got me fucked up. Hell no. Like I'm not doing that. Like I know I'm short and I'm 5'6", bro. I got short man anger or syndrome, whatever the fuck you call it. Like, you know what I mean? So um but I actually appreciated my difference, and I always thought I was the only one. So that's gotta be something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's sick. That's sick. I'm glad that you were able to like the way you just told that was pretty awesome. You were able to like turn that into
yeah. I never felt less. Obviously, there was times where I wasn't accepted, and I've had times where I wanted to adapt. I wanted to be like. I used to question, like, damn, like, what would happen? What would it be like if I was white and in a rich family?
right.
Like, well, you know, I always wondered that when I was a little kid, not anymore, obviously. And then I used to wonder, like, damn, what if I was black? Like, well, you know what I mean? All that things because I was never accepted from both to the maximum. But there were people that, like, I used to make my homies take shoes off at the crib, do a 90-degree bow to my parents,
Yeah.
say hello when they come in, say bye when they leave. You know, like, and they were like, what the fuck? They never really understood some of them, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I always push my culture with that. Like, nah, this is Korean shit. When you come to my crib, this my pop shit. So we got to go by the rules that we were raised on. You
And
know, I never sold out, if that makes sense. And
yeah.
I'm proud to say that. Obviously, I was looking for approval for a long time. Like, you know, I was doing a lot of, I used to chill with a lot of white people, go to parties, big houses. And then sometimes I'll go to the hood and like try to do the same thing over there. You know what I'm saying? Just fitting into different crowds. And it's cool because Asian people are stereotypically not looked at as a threat to the both side of white people and black people.
Yep.
I'm not a threat. I'm belittled for sure. Like, oh, he Jet Li or he a doctor, he's smart. I think that me not being a threat, I was able to just get into everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I learned how to like talk and I learned how to like body language, all that into it and formed it into a way where I was accepted majority of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty cool.
Once again, I want to say I really think it was important how you noted on like a lot of black people. We don't have most black people don't have culture ingrained of them like past 150 years. Like that. That's all been cut off. You feel me? Like we don't have
Yeah, and it's like
100 years. Like that's rare.
yeah,
That's super rare. So
yeah.
yeah,
And even last names, you know, a lot of my black friends got last names from history of America. It wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? So like to me, I have my last name is like I know where my lead comes from, and I
hmm
know exactly who was in my ancestors. Obviously, not everybody, but I could go and study that.
Right.
And I always ask my dad about historical shit like Koreans things and what we stand for and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
I think that brought me. I always had integrity as far as like that. I never wanted to do something that I wasn't cool with because I felt like I had a last name to carry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll get on to the next question then.
Yes, sir.
I would like to ask you what on the notion of artistry. I know you just released a project, correct?
Yeah. I just dropped the album, man. Nice song album called You're All I Know. Yep.
Talk
It's
about
about
that
my
a little bit,
heartbreak. Hmm.
about the heartbreak.
Yep.
And how would you say? I mean, feel free to go in any depth. Like, I know you mentioned you made that project a little while back, and I'm wondering.
Yeah. So basically, I was in a relationship for like 7 to 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Which was a third of my life at that point, and it was a beautiful relationship. It got to an end, and I don't know, it just changed me as a human, bro. And so like that whole album is about that. Obviously, I could have said more and said less, but it was the perfect amount of songs, I think, in my opinion, to put everything together how I felt. Just my side, obviously. Um, yeah, it's very vulnerable shit. It's the most vulnerable music I ever made. Like I said, it feels like I'm showing you like the back of my thighs or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I play those records. I don't resonate with it no more, obviously, because I made it a year and a half ago, and I've been holding on to it. I've been supposed to drop it, but I think this was the perfect time to drop it. Everything happened for a reason. So,
100%.
um, and I produce majority of it. I produce actually every song except for the third one. Um, and I mixed all the songs. So I put in a lot of emotional energy in the different aspects of it. You feel what I'm saying? The things that people wouldn't even hear, if that makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
And is there a specific track on there or anything that you feel like really like you want to specify that you really put more than other songs into, or something you really feel right now? What resonates with you the most today, even though it's a
Out of those songs, well, this is not my favorite song, but I like Comfortable. There's a song called Comfortable. It's more like maybe I'm just way too comfortable with you. Hate me if you want to. You've had too much of me. It's true. So it's like, don't ever get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I did. I feel like I got too comfortable at a certain point where it's like you feel like you have this person already. So now you're not really looking at them. You're looking for more. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and you realize like that you're never possessed. It's never a possession, first of all, and it will never last forever.
right.
And
Go on.
I stopped working on myself. And, you know, I was always chasing my dreams and like not prioritizing my relationship, which is normal. I'm a young dude with duties out here. You feel what I'm saying? I got aspirations. So I don't blame myself for that. But I do sometimes feel like I got too comfortable and I took her for granted as far as, you know what I'm saying, how much she did for me that I didn't do for her. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
how I feel. But it ain't no like simping shit. It is what it is.
it
I'm
is.
just being straight up.
And shit.
Yeah.
What's amazing is you're recognizing your faults, and that means you're actively growing from them. You feel me? Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
That shit fucked me up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like it was like I was holding on to a branch and I was already falling, and then when she let me go, I basically fell all the way.
all
And
the
then I had no option. Either I lay there or I gotta get up, and I'm getting up. You feel me?
every time, bro.
So it was actually the best thing that ever happened to me because I realized I'm the best thing to
Right.
ever happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
It woke you up.
Before that, I felt like she was the best thing ever that's ever happened to me. But now I'm like, nah, it's me. And I almost felt like I got to take all this and reach my full potential. That's when I started building self discipline. And then I realized, like, the whole time I've been in America, like, my parents working 16, 18 hours a day sometimes. I don't even see them sometimes, you feel me? And I'm always outside thugging it. I never really built discipline. I started talking back, and I was like, nah. I always was a cool person. Obviously, I'm a nice dude, but I got to a point where I was pretty like trying to be a thug. I just want to be
Yeah,
a gangster so bad. You know what I'm saying? So and and a lot of my other friends don't know this side of me because I would keep that side away when I'm somewhere else, and then I would do that with whoever was
Right.
on the same type time. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like I lived a double life, bro.
I could totally
And
see it, bro. Like you had to.
yeah,
At home, you got
yeah,
the Korean side, like the real cultural, like you know,
yeah,
trying your best to uphold that, and then you go
for
outside,
sure.
you got so many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was still me though. Like
Oh,
I never really like, changed the way I view things or treat people or shit like that. I just didn't like being in one place. I was just always everywhere, you know what I'm saying, doing different things and then, shit like that.
yeah. You obviously you know how to navigate those different environments. But
Yeah, I
I
would
guess
say, yeah.
I guess I'll ask my next question then. Off of the notes of the music, I want to move on to some just about you, something simple. What would you say
Yeah.
are some everyday hobbies of yours right now?
Everyday hobbies, I wake up early. I try to wake up early. I go on at least like a 2 mile run, you know what I'm saying? And I try to sweat. I do some workouts. Right now, I'm kind of fucking up, not working out wise. I was doing intermittent fasting. I still do. I don't eat after 8, but I've been going to get hella good food, like just Korean food every day. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm in K Town. Um, but my daily hobbies, I would say, I just try to work out, get physically like super active in the morning before I eat anything, and I have like a certain time of eating. So I'm building this discipline right now, self discipline, and it start. The reason why I'm doing the physical thing is because it's the quickest way to like see the change. Like when
Exactly.
you look,
Monitor. Yo, yo, yo.
yo,
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Everything froze up on my end.
it's still recording.
Yeah, it's still recording. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, it's cool. You could just probably chop it or leave it how it is. I don't give a fuck. It's reality.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
reality. Definitely real in the field, man. I'm gonna see
Yeah.
if I could edit it. Oh, I might have just made the same mistake. Yeah, we good. I can still see you.
Okay, it's still recording though.
Yep. So, do you remember where you were? I know that I had asked you. You were just talking about hobbies and just different things you were doing every day.
Yeah. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to get physically active, just super like stay healthy. I'm sober right now too. I haven't been smoking, drinking. I mean, I got drunk at my party. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not a drinker. I only drink like once a
Yeah.
year, so
Yep.
that was never a problem for me. But I'm just trying to stay off smoking weed, man. Just because I felt like I used to like drown in weed like all the time, like to get away from how I feel. You know what I'm talking about? So
You're definitely not the only one out there, man. People smoking that blunt and just be staring at the wall. Like,
yeah, for real. So, but I've been good though, man. But these demons fight different when you sober, boy.
oh yeah,
You
it's
know
a
what I'm saying?
24-hour fight. They ain't backing down.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy when you're sober.
Yeah.
So,
Would
but
you you've been I know you a chef. You ain't gonna talk about that a little bit, man. You know you
are you?
like to eat.
Yeah, I love food. I love cooking food. That's probably what I'm gonna do next. Like obviously with my artistry, I'm gonna somehow tie food into it.
Yeah,
Start doing some food vlogs and eventually turn into like a food person where I start cooking shit, investing in restaurants.
yeah.
Um,
And you could
yeah,
easily do experiences where you do intimate experiences and song plays over a meal that you made. That it would be some next level shit.
yeah, like an interview eating food or something, right?
Yeah. Hey, we can set that
Yeah.
up. I'm with that all day.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Like real
Yeah.
life interview where we got a meal going, at a restaurant or even at home.
Yeah.
I want to do some shit like that where we eat something good and yeah, and do an interview
Yeah.
while we're eating.
Say like a hot pot interview. That would be fire.
Yeah, that
That would be fire.
or some K barbecue. But if we do K barbecue, I ain't even gonna want to talk.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
you
be
ain't gonna
like, hey,
tell me
bro,
that.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I
yeah,
feel
I'm
you,
gonna be
man.
like, hold on, bro.
I've been missing that, bro.
My,
There's none of that out here. None at all. Like there's
yeah,
probably
my voice might sound different too because I had to get off the uh, headphones because my shit went finna die. I had to put the charger on
oh yeah, no worries, bro. You sound good.
for sure.
So I guess I'll move on to another question. We're nearing the end of this. I once again appreciate your time today.
Nah, thank you, bro. Anything for you, bro. You already know I support you to the max.
Love my guy. Well,
And this for me too. So thanks for that. Because I like talking like this, like a therapy session. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I feel like you care. I feel like it feels like you care. So I'm just gonna tell you.
I do care. I 100% care, and I hope that the rest of the world watches this or hears this.
Yeah, yeah,
They get a better
for
understanding of you
sure.
and other people.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, so I guess my next question to you is, what tips do you have to someone out there that wants to maybe chase artistry?
Um, honestly, bro, I would say artistry is a broad word, but if you want to do any type of art, in my opinion, this is just my opinion too, because I've seen other people do it other ways and it worked, whatever you call it. But I would just say, man, you gotta fall in love with this shit. Like, you gotta love this shit. Like, it's like your third arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, my microphone is my third arm type shit. I only use it when I need to, but it's getting used a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So, and just be truthful and vulnerable, man. That's all I say. I hear a lot of cap out here, you know what I mean? And I hear a lot of people falling for the cap. Obviously, a lot of people need leadership. So when
More than ever
you
now.
know that, yeah, and negativity will sell all the time before positive shit, and it is what it is. It's sad truth, um, but I feel like life's about balance, bro. Like just have fun with it. Obviously, just when you stop having fun with it, that's when it's like, what's the point of doing this? You know what I mean?
It's
So
happening.
well, yeah, when I get like that, I like to go back to my city, and then go see my friends, and then go see like where I used to record, go see my homies that I've been fucking with for 10 years,
Yep.
and just keep it assurance from the right ones too, and then keep good people around, bro, and like don't be out here clout chasing, don't be doing shit that's not like a human.
It's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
like some real,
Yeah,
real
I
shit.
will. Yeah. And integrity, bro. You just gotta stay solid out here, no matter what. You gotta stand like a tree, like no matter the weather, just stand right here. You know what I mean? And I think that's very important. Obviously, this is just my opinion, and this is what I work on. I put in groundwork with people emotionally, and I think relationships are the most important part of this whole journey. Like real relationships, like you know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree.
Yeah. So basically, love is everything, bro. Love is like the answer to everything. Either lack of love or it's for love. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's the balance, like why we do whatever. So that's how I look at it.
I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
I got my final question for you, and I think it's a real good one, man. What do you want to be remembered for, bro?
Damn. Honestly, that's up to the people, right? But this is what I want to do, bro. Before my time, right?
Hmm.
Whenever that's coming, right? Not manifesting it, but in general, like that's out of my control. But I just want to have, I just want to be able to say, damn, I really loved hard, and I lived hard, and I tried hard. You know what I'm saying? And with nothing, like I could still say, damn, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it, but like
Self
I just
fulfillment.
want to be able to go without having regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. My goal was different back in the day, like you chase the stupid shit like, money's cool. Like I used to focus on money all the time, just, hitting the streets, trying to get some money. And, I would act out when I don't get my money, and I've done some crazy shit for money because I never really had money. So you can't blame me for wanting things I never had. But at the same time, I realized that doesn't fill the void either. Nothing really will fill that void. You just have to find peace,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
then you just have to love hard. Yeah. So if I feel like I cared about everybody I could care about to the maximum, like even if that seems intense and too much, I think when it's time for me to go, I wouldn't have no regrets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just say I really loved hard and I was here. And yeah, I just hope to inspire people. That's all I want to do, bro. Like let people know like it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to be like what like this social media got the kids fucked up. Like they feel shitty because they ain't got a fucking Lamborghini at 19.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they fucked up because they don't got no followers. And it's like, obviously, as an artist doing music online, like you need that type of marketing skills too. But and it fucks with me too when I feel like I'm getting shadow banned from Instagram, for instance. Like I put all this work in and I post it and it doesn't get showed to my followers. Obviously, shit like that will fuck with you momentarily, but that's not what I do it for. You know what I mean? So you got to realize like it's a balance. Like you have to play the game, but at the same time, just be solid, bro. Just be thankful. Look for gratitude. Look for light in the dark, and look for dark in the light. It's all a balance to me. So I just want to be remembered for the way I treat people
Yep.
and the way I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey man, all I can say is right now I definitely remember you for them two things. So you're doing good.
Yeah, yeah. You already know, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I
I
see.
appreciate this though, man. This was fun as hell, bro. Like I said, it's like a therapy session. Like this, me and you talking on the phone. We do this. We do this without this
Yeah.
camera. You know that. Like, we talk about this. So
Yes, sir.
this is dope. Just doing this. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate this for real. Like that's love.
I gotta ask you one last question. I said I was done.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So, bro, I know you in the. I know you. I see you got your NFT profile pic right now. I need to ask you, as an artist, what do you see with blockchain technology and art like music?
Um,
And
it's crazy because
are you aware of like
my
the different shit?
my manager, I would say like I don't know too much about the blockchain, right? I'm gonna just keep it 100. I got lucky on a few shit coins. I turned up a couple 200x's, couple 100x's.
Yeah,
I'm a gambler already, so I'd rather gamble with this than go to Vegas and gamble. You feel what I'm saying? So,
me too.
um, and I learned from my best friend Josh. He's my manager too, also. You know what I'm saying? And also my partner, and also my investor. You feel what I'm saying? And I seen him like really have a successful career in crypto. In a way where I was like, damn, like what the fuck? Like you feel me? So he kind of taught me a lot, you know, he taught me how to like get in and out of shit. Even him though, he don't have the answers. He just studies a lot and like shit like that. But it's all like human emotions involved, bro. It's just like the stock market. And right now the market is down, so ain't nobody really fucking with it, you feel me? But eventually, I say in like 5 to 10 years, there's gonna be mad ways where that could be tied into the music, to the art, somehow better than the way it is now. Instead of just going to buy an album for zero point 0.5 ETH,
Right.
that doesn't really guarantee the holders like ownership of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I want to make it in a way where, like, a legit something. If you purchase something from me, let's say,
Mhm.
there's a real value for that. You know what I'm saying? Whether you get tickets for the rest of your life for free to any of my shows, or like shit like that, where it makes sense.
Yeah.
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 Or well, you just got to look at it like a new GoFundMe. Like, hey, help me make this album. Send me some ETH. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll give you a little back end maybe, like whatever it be.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. I know I haven't touched base with you on crypto stuff in a while. You know, ever since I was in LA screaming about Dogecoin way back.
Yeah.
That also changed my life. I had a crypto turn up and ended up in another state for good. So, um,
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
but I was gonna say there really are like right now some huge platforms that are blowing up in the crypto space that you probably could really benefit from, and they're literally doing exactly what you said. Essentially, giving listeners the opportunity to collect music like as soon as it releases and show like I was one of the first people to buy this song, and because of that, I have, for example, say you released your album, right? And I'm the first nigga to buy it, and I also post your album somewhere on social media. They track everyone who clicks on your album, and they convert that into like a sellable data point. So they're like, hey, we're gonna give this person 1% of your total sales because they're driving this much traffic. There's also outlets where it's like you can essentially, obviously, you're as a streamer, you're aware like if you have a million streams, I think that's what it's like $600 on Spotify or something. Like it's just not worth it, right?
No, it's like 4 bands, but yeah, it's still not worth it.
That's still crazy though. Like
Yeah,
as
yeah,
opposed
it ain't shit.
something. I'm sure you probably heard, but the greatest benefit I would say with crypto as an artist is you're able to directly monetize yourself with no one in between you. Like at least to a point where like there are now platforms on crypto where you can negotiate what you want to make per track, or at least or there's other platforms where you're making at least triple what you're offered on Spotify, Apple Music.
Right.
But right now,
Right.
it's all about putting the power back in the hand of the creators because like you should
Yeah.
be able to,
Honestly, bro, tap me in, man, if you know some shit like that. Because
yeah,
honestly, I just focus on like my creator shit. Like, okay, what do I make next, or like, what do I feel? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I hate all that technical shit. Obviously, I like it, but
for sure.
um, it's like not my priority as far as just like I'm not connected to that
Yeah,
as much as I like. I like making money somewhere else. I have my own way of making money. You know, I never focus on making money through my music. Obviously, I should,
yeah.
and I because I am a brand and I am a product at the end of the day. But I just think good music will sell and eventually it'll do its thing. You feel me? So,
What if I?
um,
What I
but
think?
hopefully that's smart though. That's yeah. I want to do some shit like that where we have a platform like iTunes or Spotify, but it's crypto related and it's
Yeah.
paying me more. That would be amazing though.
What's crazy, man? It's something I really think I'm not. I don't make music, but my input might still be valuable. The biggest thing
Yeah.
with putting music out into the crypto space, bro, is not about. It is yes, you get more access to what you're owed and what you're working for, but realistically, the people in the crypto space are the most engaged community, and I'm sure you'd like to build or like grow with people that are actually engaged and into music.
Community. Yeah. Effects.
There's literally like there's a handful of artists like you might not have ever heard of them. Why? Because their music's only available on crypto platforms. But bro, I shit you not. There are artists who have a million streams only on crypto platforms, and they are famous crypto artists right now. Like, and
Mm.
they make silly ass songs about crypto and this, that, and the third. But they're popping in the community. But that's like just an example. But someone like you could really, generate a lot of traction, exposure, and respect just because you are like a really valuable artist. And I think, I think personally, like an artist should be able to live comfortably off of having 100 dedicated listeners, right? Like that's
Yeah.
100%. Like that's crazy that niggas can't. It's like what?
Yeah. For
A lot
sure. It's
of
fucked
people
up.
do it.
Cause all this shit is like it's just like yeah. It's like bro. I ain't gonna lie. People don't even know this. One thing I'm gonna say. Actually, going back to artists. Artists think they could just do something and blow up in a day, which you probably could, but it's a lot of rigged things that you're going against. So
Right.
like at a certain point you're gonna have to sell some of your catalog. You're gonna have to give up a bigger percentage if you really want to get to that next level. Because coming out here in LA and just like meeting people behind the scenes, meeting people in the scenes and all types, you see how rigged this fucking game is. You feel what I'm saying?
Not there at all.
And yeah. But at the same time I feel like there's still people in the industry who have control and power
Fighting the
who
good fight.
still seek for that real art. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So but yeah, my goal is to eventually start my own label. And this is probably perfect time to do that crypto shit. That's actually damn, that shit got me thinking, bro. Cause I'm good at like community driven things. Like I've been when I was flipping NFTs, I was pretty known in the community because I'm always talking shit. I'm like, what's up, what's up? I used to pay
Yeah,
people $20 to go on a run, bro. I
yeah.
used to be like, run a mile right now and send me a fucking
I saw.
send me you sweating or
I
send me a
applied.
yeah. Remember, I've given away probably like
Yeah,
$500, bro, just off of people running a mile because I just want because that shit changed my life when I was running. So I'm like, yo, go. I don't know y'all, but if you go run a mile and you really do it, send me some shit. Send me like a receipt of you running or whatever proof, and then I'm gonna give you $20. And I really did that, and that turned up that community as well. They're like, what the fuck, these people cool as hell. This guy's giving out money, he not even involved in this shit,
yeah,
he's not even the owner. And and the owners actually reached out and like blessed me up with some shit too. So
yeah. That's it.
I'm basically good at like connecting dots too, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely have other skills than just music is just a part of me, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
I believe in me. Whatever I want to do, I think I can do. So like if I want to be a pilot right now, I think I'd be the best pilot ever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
You know yourself, baby. I respect that.
yeah, you feel me? Yeah, I move off of me, man, not what I could do or not what I do.
Yeah,
So that is very smart, and I should probably spend more energy on trying to build something like that than
yeah.
just fucking focusing on making music and dropping it to surf to an app that doesn't give a fuck about the artist. You know what I mean?
My I know I just want to make it quick because crypto people, some people don't like talking about it too long, but hey man, there's a platform out there right now, and in the crypto world, like it's got all eyes on it in terms of music. It's already
What is it, audience?
It's called Sound.xyz, and you have to apply.
Stand.xyz. Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, it's members
My
only.
homie Rio Krugen. He's not my homie actually. I know him, but he's a fellow. He's friends with my other homie, but Rio, he's actually doing very well on Sound.xyz. He's actually an artist with his own community.
Yep.
He makes a lot of plays on Sound.xyz.
Yeah.
He just sold out like his whole shit.
And that's because
I've been trying to like figure out what to do with that. I just don't know much, you know.
I would love to help you, bro. And also, I was gonna say I'm gonna submit you to Sound XYZ to get you try to get them to accept you on the platform. But like, bro, right now is a really unique time because like one, the crypto market's down, right? Yeah, no one's talking about it. But if you build a community at this time, your community will see the benefit of getting into crypto when it was dead because they will come up with you because the value of whatever they're getting invested in will rise over time.
Yeah, facts.
You sell your
Hey,
album
bro,
at 1%, 1 cent, it's gonna go up with the
let's
cost.
talk, bro. Let's talk. Come on now.
Hey, bro, I do this every day. I would love to help. I would love to.
Bro, let's talk because like I said, my manager, he actually was a co-founder of the project called Crypto Dads. They sold out in I think like 6 hours. They're one of the biggest projects. He's not a part of that anymore. He quit because like, whatever. But obviously he has enough like history on crypto. So we could all get together and for sure create something, man. That'd be love.
I would love to, bro, because I really think you would get access to a lot of people who like whoever exists with you in the crypto space. They really locked in with you because they're there off the premise of like he's really getting his right here. Like here's where we're maximizing the love by interacting with him on this platform, whether it be financially or whatever the case. But it's just a good place to be.
For sure, bro. That'd be love, bro.
Yep.
I appreciate you giving me that curiosity because now my mind running. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a market out there for you, man. But
let's for sure talk though. Let's for sure talk about that.
For sure, I'm gonna definitely hit you. I guess with all that being said, that about wraps it up. And I would like to thank you for your time today, my guy.
Man, thank you for everything, bro. You know it's hard love. Anything you need in life, just hit me, bro. I'm a call away. I know you in Miami. I ain't seen you in like 2 years, but
I gotta come back to LA, man. It's crazy. I can't believe I've been out here this long. I'm loving it.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta come fuck with you. I ain't never been to Miami, so I gotta come fuck with you, man.
I love it, man. The food ain't as good, ain't as many options, but it's still a place to be.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to pull up on you, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I gotta just see you though. I ain't seen you in so long. We gotta definitely lock in, man.
I'll probably be in LA in the upcoming months, so I'll definitely let you know. I wanna.
That'd be love. That'd be lit, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be here. So I'm actually setting up a show for like next year. I know that's far from now, but I'm setting up a show for somewhere around my birthday, like February.
Yeah, give me the details. I'll be there if you give me a lead.
For sure. You already know, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been doing like those tours that I did. Like it's been helping me like just bring my name up a little bit more towards other people's fans, and I've been just trying to treat every opportunity like it's my last and it's my first. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just hungry out here, bro. I'm always hungry, physically and mentally and spiritually.
Physically, man, you gotta stay hungry out here. Shit, I'm gonna sign us out here once again. Thank you for listening, and for those of you who listened out there, I will be linking Song's username and some of his tracks in the bios and descriptions of this podcast. I would appreciate it if you all stay tuned for the next interview, and if you have someone you'd like to submit for an interview, please reach out for us in the official Konsortium Discord channel. And with that in mind, time, baby. Appreciate you, Song.
Love, brother. For real. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Gang.
Till infinity.